Hello friends, it's been a while since I have shared kind of just some bonus video about what to do when you're feeling stuck or different methods of working through creative blocks. Today I wanted to share something like that with you. So I wanted to share a process that I'm personally using in my creation work lately. And I think it happens to a lot of us that we might feel like something is good, but we don't know how to finish it. Or we have something finished, but it's just kind of sat there for a while. And at this crossroads, there might be the inclination to just kind of keep it moving and grooving. And that's really good. If you feel like it's best to just leave something where it's at and just not bother with it anymore, I think that's an important skill actually to learn. To know when to hold them, when to fold them, right? So when to actually continue working on a project versus when is it time to just give it a rest and maybe never look at it again. But there is another option, and that is to take your pieces and begin to combine them. So one way I'm doing that right now is by literally stitching different canvases together. Now for me, this is really a personal help because it also is a meditative process for me to do the stitching. It's a meditative process to reflect on how these things connect with each other, what they might symbolize as new partners in a piece of art. Now, if you're not a canvas artist, you can of course use scissors, glue, tearing things up and gluing them back down. I've talked about kind of collaging your work and getting messy and weird when you're in the middle of a project and you're just feeling stuck. But I really want to harp on this as a modality of mixed media because sometimes we can think, okay, I'm combining paints, drawing, this, that, and the third, but I'm still not feeling like things are finished, but there's elements that I'm really, truly in love with that I don't want to change that per se, but I might be interested in repurposing it. A good example for that for me is this little mask. I love this little mask. The painting that it's a part of, there are things I don't want to change about that painting outside of this little mask. So using just some scissors to cut through and take away things, combining elements. Thread has become an element to combine with, different types of thread, their thicknesses. To think about it on a technical level, on an artistic level, adding thread or tearing things up adds a layer of texture to your art that maybe wasn't there before. Most likely wasn't there because you couldn't see all of these stitches. Obviously, they didn't exist until I decided to start combining them. But what this does is give you a different way of engaging with old art. I'm using a lot of different pieces right now in this modality as I create a collection that reflects my current inner workings and experience, thinking about memory, ritual, transitions, and meditation as a whole, how art holds us. So for me, this has been really helpful for creating works that are channeling how I'm currently feeling. But as a general rule, or general thought rather, because there are no rules, this is art, yippee! A general thought, this is a great way to just kind of engage with something different. Take what you have and give it new life, or find new meaning in how you combine pieces. There is such esoteric wisdom, I think, when we start taking our own pieces apart and combining them bit by bit with other pieces. Another example I have is this one. So in this piece so far, I have cut out part of her face that is being used on a different canvas, And this piece from a different canvas is being shown through. So again, I'm finding more messages, more experiences to share by combining things in this way. But I also wanted to share that with you guys because art is ritual, and this is what I do, and this is what I think we can all really tap into as a way of just exploration. Life is short. Tear up the canvases. Make something else. If it feels like you're just kind of stuck as far as like, where do we go from here? Tear it up. Burn it. Sorry. If you're a person who works with wood, you could use, if someone has the tools, or if you have the tools, sawing off parts, gluing or hammering different pieces together, creating a sculptural element to your pieces. Highly recommend exploring through those methods because right now it's really been helping me. I'm really enjoying the process. But yeah, let me know what processes you're working on. I'm also still doing lots of drawings. But yeah, if you have questions, let me know. And happy creating, friends.